Well, ain't that special? Hey, what's up, brother? Oh, how frustrating. And the camera's not that great, and we're 20 minutes late. So there it is. All right, what's up, Nelson, Big Paul, Michael, Vance, Patrick, Josh, Jeremy, Kelly, Glenn. What's up? Sorry about that. I have no idea why it wouldn't let me join that. I clicked on everything possible. Rick, how's it going? Glenn, Maddie. So anyhow, I was on tech support with Jessica. She's on her way out to Vegas right now. And was also on the phone via text with Grevin, Claudio, Kelly, Jordan. All right. So that sucked. What a waste of 15 minutes, eh? Simon, how's it going? So I'm going to do my best to be able to read this microscopic chat. Hey, Chris, Alan, what is? Yeah, Jordan, the chat was going pretty good. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a picture in there. I guess we could have just had a chat instead, but what's up, Drew? Randy, Richard, Rodney, what's up? Mike and Elaine. What's that say? Bill. Man, this sucks. This is such a small screen. But anyhow. Yeah. How's everybody been? What's up, Grevin? So what you guys want to talk about? Oh, you probably want to talk about selling trucks, huh? Yeah. Glenn, I'm selling all the trucks but Crystal. What's up, Michael? So here's the deal. We're going to talk money for a bit. I don't ever talk money, but we're going to talk money for a bit. So last year, towards the end of the year, I think I had 23,000 subs, and the channel was bringing in about between 4 and 5,000 a month. And even though that was about half what I was spending, I figured another year we double up, I'd be able to break even on the spending. And I don't know what happened this year, but we had two big increases in subscribers, and the views just steadily decreased. And we went from about 320,000 views a month down to about 125,000 views a month. And so the channel is just making nothing. $500 a month. And that's a tire and a half. Like if you think about just stuff that I need to finish trucks, I need about 70 tires, 3 transmissions, 4 clutches, 3 engines, 2 or 3 paint jobs, 6 or 7 windshields, and that's not counting, brakes and bags and bushings and bearings and shocks and just the normal stuff. So there was a limit to how much money that I wanted to spend before the channel started, recouping that, and I blew past that by a lot. So there's nothing going on personally. Nobody's sick. Nothing going on that's that's negative. It's just the channel's not making any money right now, and I can't even afford to do anything. Like if I just at $500 or $600 a month, the next $5,500 used engine gamble, that's 10 months to save for that. And then I can't do anything else. Can't buy oil, can't buy, tires, can't buy any of that stuff. So I decided if I sold some trucks, I put them all up. If I could sell 4 or 5 trucks, then, I could recoup a little bit of the money and get back to working on trucks. So that's the whole reason behind the post the other day. Let me catch up a little bit on some of these. Where you're selling, I can't keep Trisha. I can't actually say this truck's not for sale. The only reason why I said that about Crystal is because Crystal's the truck that started the trucks for me, and so that truck's not going anywhere. The tattoo on my calf means ultimate performance. It doesn't have a real translation, but the ultimate performance, ultimate performance. That's what that says. Jordan, I'm not planning to quit the channel. You gonna work with Gentry? No, Tim's got Tim stuff going on. Adventures with the Hudsons. You guys remember to check out their channel. Give them a like. Didn't that dip in viewing affect a lot of smaller channels? Yeah, Neil, it did, but it didn't affect all of them. And there's thousands of people out there that are still killing it. I mean, and I'm just not killing it. Vance, that's true. I agree with that. Hey, babe, you see Jessica down there. What's up, Grundy? Steven, I'm not going to quit the channel. We're going to slow down a little bit. Fetus, what's up? Jessica's on an airplane to Vegas. She said, no, you stay home with your channel and the cat. I'm going to Vegas with my friends. So off she went. Going good, Gary. Yeah, she'll probably play some slot. $900 million Powerball. So we should be good to go after that. Work. How's it going? Yeah, Jordan, I will. Jordan asked if I sold some trucks, would I continue the work? Yeah, and I'm continuing the work anyways. Canadian grower, what's up? Me, yes. She can be my sugar mama. She already is. No, I didn't. I was actually, if it wasn't dark out, I was thinking about doing the live from in one of the trucks. But yeah, I chose the dining room / cockpit. So yeah, I don't like to talk about money. There's a lot of YouTubers out there that are making a killing. Like, I won't say any names, but there's a guy who he's making 50,000 or more a month, and he whines about money. Oh, it's so hard to afford to buy these new tires or whatever. And I hate that. And I'm not that guy. So I don't like to talk about money. I don't like to beg for money. And so, like I said, I had a plan. I wanted to get to 50,000 subscribers because that's 2 years ago. That was paying well. And I figured that would get me through getting the rest of the trucks roadworthy. And then, get to 100,000, do the giveaway. Hey, Tommy, how's it going? Hey, Peter. Yeah, and that's, that's where I decided it was time to sell. The bad thing is, to be honest with you guys, I don't want to sell any of the trucks. I really don't, and I don't even know how I'm going to. It's going to be rough. I had a guy a couple weeks ago before I went out to work that stopped and he wanted to buy 12, and I wouldn't sell it. And that's the truck that's going to be sitting out front next week with a for sale sign on it. And I just don't know if I'll be able to sell it. I don't want to get rid of my trucks. Every one of my trucks is special to me, or I wouldn't own it. Hey, Rick. You know, the Camaro is just sitting on jack stands in the shop or in the house garage. I've been thinking about getting it out, and I would have already got it out, but there's no place to buy the fuel that I use in that car anywhere near me. And I'm just not paying $35 extra for a 5-gallon bucket to ship it. Yeah, I am a pilot. I'm a captain in a 777. I fly international cargo. Thanks, I appreciate it. I just had Betty running today, Peter. Actually, yesterday, I started 12, and Candy's is due for batteries. Candy has one of the first set of 3 batteries I bought for trucks. And so when it sits for a couple weeks, they're down a little too low to get it started. So you guys know Garrett. You guys have seen him on my channel. G Money Hodges. He's actually buying candy. And he's been going to buy candy for a long time. He's just been saving up. But we're getting closer. So I don't know if I was supposed to tell you that, guys. Forget I said that. Maybe he won't hear that I did. But anyhow, candy's due for batteries. 12, I went to start it, and it wouldn't even click. So I got to put a new relay on the firewall. Okay, let's catch up. Let me catch up on some of these. Oh, that's cool, Fetus. K4 Mafia, what's up? Trucker and a pilot. Crystal, I think Crystal's going to be my daily driver. Neil, I'm on the fence. Me, yes, I am going to. I was waiting to upgrade. I didn't want to do it as a first officer, but now that I'm a captain, I am going to vlog. Some layovers, some pre-flight stuff, anything that's not restricted. You mean over there? That's just a paper tiger, they call it. I just finished training and my checkout on the 777 and upgraded to captain all at the same time. So I used to sit here and practice procedures and flows. So Jordan, I agree with that in the fact that they are hand built and they were a high end truck, but they're still from the 80s, right? So they're still not super fancy. Canadian grower. I don't have a trucking company. I have a CDL, and I've been a CDL holder since the CDL came out. I drove semis with a chauffeur's license before the CDL, but currently I'm not using any of my trucks for that. Yeah, Michael, I still do. I've had a ton of scary flights, dude. When you're up in the air for as many days, weeks, months, years as I am, you run into some stuff that's kind of scary. Yeah, Mike, I will do that. And so will Garrett. I really wish I wouldn't have said anything about that, but maybe you won't be mad. Big Paul, I grew up off the departure end of runway 36 in Sturgis, Michigan, and me and my dad restored military vehicles from when I was a little kid until I moved out of the house. And every day working out in the shop, see airplanes coming and going, and that just made me have that desire to be a pilot. Jeremy, my favorite thing to fly over is when the sky is clear and I can see the ground anywhere because it's cool. I fly over the ocean a lot, and there's nothing to see out there, and I fly at night most of the time, so it's mostly just the dark sky that I look into. Hey, Justin, I agree with that. I think they are one of my favorites as well, but I love them all, I guess. Cody, I talked about that already. I'm just selling the trucks because YouTube isn't paying, and I exceeded the amount of money I wanted to invest before the channel started paying, and it looked like it was going to be there. So then I spent a little bit more than what I've set aside, and then YouTube's just kind of falling off right now. Oh man, chat's going by kind of fast. Let me see. Hey, Simon. Nope, the hood has not been repaired yet. Doing good, Danny. Appreciate you asking. How are you doing? It's interesting flying at night. Nelson, I don't think I will. If somebody offers me for Betty, it's gone. I just don't have the I don't have the love for that truck. It's one of my least favorites. Danny, I have found a 6NZ, but I don't think I want to do that. Yeah, babe, I'll talk about some of that. Yeah, Jordan, that's true. Hey, Nikki. It is. It is torture being on an airplane for 15 hours. That's for sure. Yeah, Cody, I don't want to sell any either. And I hope something happens that I don't have to sell any. Scary nighttime flying stories, no, because we're at cruise for so long. There's really nothing scary out there. Yeah, no, so I probably won't keep Trisha. There's a guy interested in Trisha right now. We'll see how that goes. But yeah. So I could give you guys a little sneaky update on something that I've been working on. Let's see, where do you fly from and to? We'll talk about that in a minute, Vance. But anyhow, I can't multitask today. I can't read that chat and talk at the same time. So we'll let it go by a little bit. Jessica can answer some questions if she would. But so right now, all of my time out in the shop has been on 11. You know that, and none of those videos are out yet, but I think the first one comes out tomorrow, and I think that's engine out, episode 1. So that engine, had froze and pushed some freeze plugs out. We got it running and it started knocking and missing, and then I watered it up after I replaced the freeze plugs, and the water went in the oil pan, so I knew that the block was broke or a head was cracked or something. So I ended up pulling the engine out of that, and so there's video coming up, quite a few videos, 6 I think in the series right now. But for the last 10 solid days of working in the shop, I've been on that project, and it's just been one huge letdown after another. And then my forklift went down, and then it was one of the main cylinders, and I had to take that off, and then I got that back. And of course, the way cylinders go is you get a machine with a bunch of hydraulic cylinders, and then one starts leaking, and you get it fixed, and then another one starts leaking, and you get it fixed, until you get all the way through them. Then you start blowing hoses and replacing all of those, and then once you get through all the hoses, then the cylinders start going out again. And so that's I've been chasing this leaky cylinder problem, and I'm done with 4. There's one more that hasn't been done, and then one of the original ones I got fixed is leaking again. And so I did an oil change on the forklift while I was in there and realized that it hadn't had an oil change since 2005. So I'm really super happy that I got that done. But the continuing saga is one disappointment after another on that big cam Cummins I've been putting together. Oop, I missed that. Cab overs versus conventionals. Oh yeah, Jessica, good one. Well, Stephen, I don't want to live in Georgia, and me and Jessica are going to move pretty soon, I think. So maybe you come down, buy my house and all my trucks. Oh, anyway. Let me see. Let me catch a couple of these chats. Now, Michael, 12 has got a special place in my heart as well. I do want to put a wing on. A wing would look really cool on Franny and on X. Hey, Mitchell. Hey, JC Smith Projects in the house. You guys watch his channel, right? If you don't, swing on over there and check him out. Yeah, we'll see, Cody. Canadian grower, we'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Westmoreland, I want to live either Tennessee or Florida because they have 0 state income tax. Chad has a wing, but it's small. Genetics. Where is Chad tonight? Where is Garrett? Where is Don McCord? What's up, David? So what do you guys want to talk about now? I need to get off my lazy butt, get a 20-foot shipping container and move all my engines out into a container so I get room to do the strip and repaint on Trisha. Now that it's getting cool out, that needs to. Hey, Robert, keep all the cab overs, focus. That's not a bad idea, but you guys got to remember that this channel didn't start to be a restoration channel. This channel started to save trucks that shouldn't be just left rotting in the woods, and that's really my main passion, is to get a truck, make it roadworthy, and get it out to work. The problem is that I'm a hoarder, and I don't buy a truck unless I'm emotionally involved in it, and then I don't want to sell it once I have it. So I fix trucks up, get them running, and get them close to roadworthy, and then I don't want to get rid of them. So Michael, I had some people say that I should shorten the videos, right? And so we did for a while, and I made all my videos around 30 minutes, and it really didn't help. And actually, I think that's kind of where, see, I started YouTube at a weird place, right? People were off work for COVID. Everybody was home watching YouTube, and it gave me kind of this false impression that the channel was going to, skyrocket. And then when real life turned back around, it's kind of disappointing. Yep, I see Jessica talking about the Heart of Dixie show. Hi, Cody. There, the world is definitely round. You can see it from the air. Plus, if we fly like this, it's a shorter distance than this. So I don't know how to explain that without getting into details and using cosine and all that fancy math, but the world's definitely not flat. Hey, David. I talked to Tim. He's not interested in anything I have. He really, 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 really likes Marla, but that's just not in the direction he's going anymore. So if you notice, he just bought another new Peterbilt. He's just going to have a fleet of new Peterbilt trucks like every other trucking company. Jordan, I don't really like Max. I wouldn't mind having a Superliner with an E9, but chances of finding one in the woods is going to be hard. Rockwiz the stonemason. Plenty of cab overs to play with down to Oz, eh? Night adventures with the Hudsons. Talk to you guys later. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate you saying that. Oh, yeah, Brian? How'd you like that thing? Was it a setback front axle or set forward? Simon, I would love to have the Western Star, and I'm really surprised that nobody's bought that truck. It's for sale, $16,000. JC, it's so true. If I had 20 acres, I'd probably have 20 more trucks, because I would rather buy all these trucks that I want and then just have them sit and wait for me than to have the chance that anybody else might buy them. Jordan, I'm a Freightliner guy. Kenworth was the untouchable truck when I was driving and I was broke. But anybody could afford a Freightliner, and Freightliners, they made America, in my opinion. Northern New York truck spotting. Yeah. Peter, that's a great suggestion. The problem is I don't have time to manage a trucking company. We talked about it. Me and Jessica went and looked at a big piece of property with a huge shop and a huge office and a scale and access to rail and everything. And we actually tossed it around, but I just don't have the extra time to manage a trucking company. Yeah, Steven, that's true. Thanks, Cody. JC, there's a guy right down the road from me, JTI, Jones Transport. And I was going to lease some trucks on there. There was a time when I thought Chad was going to move down here and we were going to just lease a truck on or two, and we were going to have Chad train drivers and put him in my trucks and lease them on down there. But, Chad's got his own thing going, and Yeah, so it just never materialized. Let me read that. Sounds interesting, Mark. Ever mess with a white cab over? I have one, Justin. Yeah, the Western Star is pretty cool, Peter. Michael, that's awesome. The fifth wheel wrecker, man, what a piece of crap that thing is. And then I re-engineered it and made it worse. And now I'm thinking about going back to hydraulic, but it's still sitting. It's on candy right now. Steel hauler, huh, Brian? That's cool. So Wayno, old two-stroker, I actually just called him. He really likes 11, and I just texted him yesterday or the day before and said, "Hey man, I'll trade you 11 for that 3406 out of that dump truck." And he's kind of at the point where I am, where he needs to get rid of some things and stop collecting. So he's not in a position to take anything right now. Hey Angela, how's it going? No worries, Justin. You don't have to apologize. Auto cars, those were cool when I was a kid, but they're just not to me right now. Favorite diesel engine of all time? 12V92 Detroit. This sounds the coolest. Oh boy. Late. So what else you guys want to know? Anything? Oh, let's talk about merchandise. It ain't easy being pretty. That's my kind of my logo, right? My credo. But shirts, hats, all kinds of stuff, koozies, and travel mugs and keychains and like anything you want. JamesPretty.shop. That's another thing. The merch store does virtually no sales. A lot of other YouTubers have merch sales, and that helps too when the views are down. Hint, 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 hint. Let's see. Man, I really wish I could see this without my glasses. Favorite truck color? Yeah, the shirts are nice, aren't they, Neil? They're way better than those some of the other shirts out there. My favorite color is blue and white, and that's probably why I love crystal so much. JC, so the thing about the merchandise, we use Printful and Shopify. So I have no money invested in inventory. Jessica does the designs, puts them on the shirts on the computer, and then when you go to the website and order, they print it and ship it. Oh, that's what I was looking for. My credo, my slogan, Jessica said. Two colors, black and chrome. My brother would agree with you, Kelly. Well, Nelson, just get up online and do you some shopping. And now Dane Scott's got a Kenworth K100 that he's doing blue and white. Is that for me, JC? Who was it? Are you asking me about the merch? Shopify and Printful. Printful is the one who does it, and Shopify makes the store or something. Jessica, is that accurate? Uh-oh, Garrett's in the house. Garrett, bro, I kind of screwed up. I may have mentioned that you were buying candy. Sorry. Hope you're okay with that. Yeah, I did it before. I did it before I realized it. It just slipped out. Marlo's got a 15 in it now, David. It had a 13. I put a 15 in. I'm pretty happy with the 15. All right. Garrett forgives me for breaking the news that he was buying candy. Oh, Donald Trump's would say, "What's up, Don?" Boy, I love it. Brian, 15 in K100 is a nice setup. I agree. Yeah, it is a 15 on the dash. Peterbilt, Mike, I don't know. I expected him to be here. I know, bro. You gotta slow down a little bit. You got to slow down, get you some rest. Would I ever consider fan mail? Yeah, actually, I like fan mail. I should get a P.O. box though, huh? Yes. The only truck in the fleet that's not a manual is the Belvedere. That's a 6V92 with an Allison HT 750. HT 750, 780, 870, 760. I don't remember. JC has more projects than anybody else I know combined. Yeah, I saw that too. Maybe you sent that to me, Garrett. Yeah, Marla's a big cab Aerodyne. I'm the only one in the group that's got one. '89, Jordan. Man, I'd make a good deal on that truck right now. I'm so frustrated with that thing. It's a 9,000 Aeromax. I can't keep up with the chat, so if I'm missing you guys, I'm sorry. Yeah, I still got the white cab over Whitney. It's for sale. 10,000. Franny's in 1985. JP's doing good. Actually, I talked to him the other day. I need to get over there. I need to get some stuff done. He's getting ready to scrap a lot of stuff over there. JC, what suspension's on it? Free shipping to Australia. Oof. I mean, I go to Australia a lot now, but I don't think they'd like it if I tried to stuff a semi in the triple. Actually, just sitting there. I'm actually, I'll let the cat out of the bag. I guess Sunday I'm going to try and get an engine running that I've got earmarked for X. No, Cody, I haven't. I've just been trying to sell them to people that watch the channel. Michael, I'm just selling the trucks because I need to recoup some money. YouTube's not paying very well. Merch sales are way down, and I overspent and I'm out of room. Jessica wants me to talk about Trisha. Trisha's in the shop right now. Everything is taken off the body. I bought some really good aircraft stripper, and I'm going to strip the paint and then do the body work and get it in primer, try and paint it. Yeah, so that's as far as I'm going to do with that right now. Jordan, I have a CLT 9000 Fiona, 380 horse A model cat, 13 speed. All right, Michael, get some rest. Cody, I do body work, but I am not good at it. Yep, I don't enjoy it either. And wish I knew your name instead of New York truck spotting, but I would like to. I would like to be able to work on one truck at a time, but I really wanted to get them all turnkey, start and move, before I switched to just working on one truck. Broken wrenches, yeah, it's super expensive. Weird noise. Mostly motorsport. I don't really have a price list. I'll put something together and post it. Yeah, Fiona's a cab over. CLT 9000. Big bunk. Badass truck. Something weird going on. I'll be right back. False alarm, I guess. He's fine, babe. Thanks, Angela. We're not going to quit the channel. Truck X is sitting there. I'm going to look at an engine on Sunday, and if I'm successful at getting it running, I'm going to bring it home with me, put it in that truck. I don't have an engine for Crystal. When Jessica gets back, oh, it was getting ready to make ice. When Jessica gets back, we're going to go and do a big weed eating job, and will it start on a truck? And if that engine runs, I'm going to buy that truck and put that engine in Crystal. Christine. I put a price of $8,000 on Fiona, and I'm going to be very disappointed if I sell it. I love that truck. CLT, the T is for tandem axle, I think. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I have 13 trucks, 10 of which run. All right, Danny. Appreciate you being here. Probably Florida or Tennessee. Nope, I'm not on Patreon. The reason why I'm not on Patreon is because I didn't want to force people who didn't want to help the channel pay to watch the channel. I just don't think it's fair. There's ways that if you want to help the channel that you can help the channel. On YouTube, we can do you can do memberships. There's 4 different there's 4 different memberships that you could do. You can buy merch, jamespretty.shop, or you can just, bring a dump truck full of $100 bills and dump it out in the yard. Yeah, me and Jessica lived in Florida together. That's where I met her. She was born there, South Florida. Brian, I'd sell you Trisha for $30,000 right now, but if you wait till I paint it, it's going to be $45,000. I don't have the best truck, Cody. I'm in love with all those trucks. Crystal, I guess, is my number 1 truck. Yeah, same thing. Broken wrenches. I feel the same way about that. You're welcome, Garrick. Vance. Old people and their parents, Florida. That's funny. Yeah, Jordan, that's cheap. 8,000 is cheap. That's less than I have in the truck, actually. But I did tell somebody 8,000, and he's interested, so it might sell. You know what? I don't mind the internationals, but there just weren't any of them in Michigan, so I just really never fell in love with them. Thanks, David. Yeah, I just don't like Patreon, and I don't like people that use it. And never mind. I don't want to. I like Mark. He's okay. How's it going, Dan? Appreciate that, Broken Wrenches. Oh, like a barn dominium. That's the plan, Mark. You know, Cody, I really can't pick. I can't really pick like that. I guess. I guess the only thing I could say to that is when I walk out in the driveway, I love every one of those trucks, and I would love to have them all uh, roadworthy. Yeah, Jordan, you're right. Christine 8,000 would buy it today, probably. Maybe. I haven't had anybody standing out here with 8,000 in their hand saying that I'd take that truck and put it on that trailer and go home with it. So I'm not sure if it would buy it or not. Daniel, everything's fine. There's nothing going on other than I'm out of room and out of money and need to recoup a little bit. That's the only reason for the sale. And I want 65,000 for Marla, and that's on the high end of the spectrum. But that's there's a lot of things that make that truck special. The AV92 475. It's a big bunk. It's 1985. So that's the first model of the square headlights. It's a lot of things special about that truck. Wheelbase is nice. I don't know where Chad is, Garrett. Thanks, Garen. Oh man, I want an 80 by 120. Yeah, JC. You know, I was buying a low boy, and then the bank screwed me around long enough that somebody else bought it. Yeah, Peter, I feel the same way. Chad doesn't have any reason to buy Marla. The blue truck is there's nothing wrong with Chad's blue truck. It's got plenty of power. It rides really nice. If it had a big bunk, it would be a little bit better. But Chad already has a Frankenstein, and I think someday he'll do a restoration on that truck. Jessica loves all the girls. JC, it's probably true, but I really wanted it. I really wanted it. I wanted Marlo to be pulling that trailer. No, Dan, I have never seen one in real life. I was just saying earlier, I'd like to find one. Oh, yeah, going out to celebrate Chad's birthday. JC, I actually had a smoking hot deal last summer on a 50-ton, extendable one, and it was $25,000, and it was in great shape. And I sent that ad to Tim, and he's like, "Oh man, don't. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. That's way too much money." I've never seen another one even close to that trailer, even close to that price. I'm not really sure, Westmoreland. I've got some of it done, Solus. Uh, I've been busy on 11 and haven't really worked on Betty at all. I can't remember what make that trailer was, but it was super nice. And Tim talked me right out of it. And then that guy immediately sold it after I told him I'd pass. Oh man. So what else? What else you guys want to talk about? How's it going, Ruben? It won't let me translate that. Sorry. Yep. Yeah, it was. And Chad was going to pick it up for me and everything. He was coming down. I should have just pulled the trigger. Thanks, Ruben. Nope, I haven't even talked to Mike really. Not since we talked the last time. Jason, it's hard to say. Good night, Michael. I really don't know, Jason. It just depends. Nobody's came with cash yet, so I may end up keeping 13. JC. Well, guys, we're moving up on an hour. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Let's see what Simon's saying here. Trisha, Brian. Trisha's the truck I was talking about. Thanks, Craig. Yeah, Mike, I think so. JC seems to think that trailer prices are going to go down too. Thanks, Broken Wrenches. You guys watch Broken Wrenches, right? I agree with that. Maverick, I'm not sure. I really wanted to have a trucking company going, but it just hasn't worked out. Later, Richard. See you, Nelson. Right on, Neil. Brian. No, I agree with that, Brent. Well, Jason, you can join the channel on YouTube. You don't have to do it through Patreon. You can become a member. I think just right below the video it says join. There's a couple of different ways if you want to do that monthly. We have like 8 or 9 people doing it right now. Yeah, I'm gonna do better with that, Stonemason. Night, Brian. Thanks, Maverick. Take care, Westmoreland. I'm not closing the channel. Just keep that in mind. The channel's going to be here. See you, Dan. Later, Big Paul. Oh, Roger, you just got here while we were closing up. Cody, I have 12 years of flying left before mandatory retirement. See you later, JC. Yeah, we'll have to see, Kelly. I'm not sure. Well, Garrick, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll do something. Yep, don't forget to hit the like button, everybody, on your way out. Right on, Jeremy. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, Trapper, I'm trying to sell some trucks just to catch up on some money. YouTube hasn't been doing very well. See you later, Solus. And yeah, the cameras will be rolling on that engine thing. Right on, Neil. Bye, Mama. Yeah, Cody, I dig my job. It's pretty cool. I don't know, Jordan. We'll have to see how things go. Appreciate you, Mark. All right, Peter. We'll see you, Rock Wiz. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the channel going, Trapper. See you, Vance. I don't have Patreon, Maverick. If you want to join the membership of YouTube, you can to help out. See you, Neil. See you, Patrick.